Well, beyond the usual debate intrigue, including a jockeying for time, the best one-liners, as Bill just mentioned, Republicans hope that what happens tonight is actually going to set them on a course to win next year, not by a hair, but by a huge margin. Now, things are looking really horrid for Democrats right now. Gas prices skyrocketing again, the average getting close to $4 a gallon again, and it's over $6 in places like California. Did you see the consumer confidence numbers today? They're cratering. The border is an invited invasion, and we warned about it. It's only getting worse. And the most sickening disregard for human life is on display across urban America.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes. Everybody must eat. Oh my God.
Apparently they're eating iPhones. Well, Trump predicted America would fall apart if Biden won, and he's pretty much been right, hasn't he been? And as a result, he looks like he'll be very hard to stop. But no matter who the nominee is, showcasing our candidates tonight, asking them tough questions, it shows the GOP's strength in its depth, especially when compared to the decrepit party of Joe Biden. We know that he's, not going to have any real no-holds-barred presser anytime between now and November. It's just not going to happen. He's not capable of it. But right now, Republicans, look, simply don't have enough power to make things better, as bad as we know Biden is. And Republicans are not going to have enough power to make things better unless they can grow their coalition. Now, let's face it, they're unlikely to persuade upper-class social liberals to work with them or trust them on things like, maybe rubber stamping the Pentagon's budget. That's about all they'll agree on. So that leaves working-class people from across the country, a multi-ethnic coalition. And from time to time, we've seen Democrats, they try to go through the motions with working-class people, but it's all pretend. It doesn't mean anything. The fact is, everything Democrats are doing is undermining the buying power, the parent power, and the safety of working-class voters. And boy, do they feel it.
It's harder and harder to get by. I still work a job because most people, you can't retire 100% because we need to work, The groceries are a lot more now.
Am I supposed to work until I'm 70, 80 years old?
The economy is not good. Inflation is horrible.
Kids can't even go to the park and play without them shooting.
You can't stand in front of a restaurant and talk to your friend without losing your life. And that's what happened to my grandson.
Trump knows their anxiety and the fear. It's real. It can't be dismissed or spun away as much as the White House tries to do this. This is partly why Trump's going to Michigan to address the auto workers. Of course, Biden failed to mention yesterday how much worse off the average Michigander is under his leadership. Real wages in Michigan are down. The state ranks 37th now on the real median household income scale. It dropped, by the way, from 32. Nice going. But the whole GOP, they also have to get, at least in their mind, to Michigan. And frankly, this is a test run at the debate tonight. And for the GOP members of Congress fighting over the budget, they have to understand the importance of bringing working-class voters into this party. Everything else, it's a waste of time. Now, some have suggested that they follow more of an establishment-friendly approach. Maybe folks like Mitt Romney or Liz Cheney can teach them a thing or two. Apparently, Nikki Haley is getting some real attention from the old guard and a lot of big donors. Well, they hate Trump, we know that, and they don't much like populism. But even if you assume that there are a bunch of voters out there who want more trade with China, liberalized immigration, and war with Russia, those voters are already on Biden's side. The Republicans cannot out-establishment the Democrats. Remember, McCain tried that in 2008. Romney tried it in 2012. It didn't work then, and it will not work now. Republicans have to be the party of populism because they certainly aren't going to be the party of Wall Street or Silicon Valley, not going to be the party of Hollywood. They aren't going to be any more pro-Ukraine either than Biden is. They aren't going to be any more pro-China than Biden. They aren't going to be more pro-open borders than Biden. Those avenues are closed. And the only lane open is toward the working class. That's the backbone of our economy, our traditions, and our patriotic spirit. Remember that they, along with urban voters, are being shafted by the D.C. Uniparty. And so we got to reach out to them.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.